So, what would you do if God healed one of your ailments, if in your greatest moment of despair you found healing, not only in your body but in your very soul? That isn't where my story begins in a worldly standpoint. However, in Jesus and God, I feel this was the true beginning and cementing of my faith. Before this moment, I was living in sin. I had turned my back on everything and everyone, God included. I didn't realize how bad I was until I almost died. In my near-death experience, I felt God's presence. I experienced the prophecy of miracles to come. I heard the arguments over my soul and was put through tests and trials. I was the most scared, joyful, grateful, and repentant as I've ever been. I remember asking for a Bible before I knew what it meant to be, that it meant to be read from a place of love and growth. We don't realize how powerful a love we have in God, for I realize now Him and Jesus are with us all, even when we don't believe. That is how great their love is for sinners like us. I remember after my near-death experience, even experiencing all these things, still holding on to so much anger and anxiety, I still hadn't fully embraced the Lord. When all the unresolved traumas of my life resurfaced, as traumatic things do when not dealt with, I had the silly idea of writing a book, putting my story out there in the form of being a victim. While wanting to ask questions on this front, I realized that the one person's love I had always wanted said they would rather watch me die than help me. Talk about soul-crushing. I hadn't been taking care of myself the way I should have been, and to be honest, my depression at that point was bad enough that I no longer cared for myself living or not. So back to the hospital I went, for after this moment of heartbreak, my heart went erratic and through the roof. When I thought I was having another thyroid storm, I actually found out my levels were normal for the first time in years. I had been healed of this one ailment. From this moment, so many moments of God's grace have taken place. I found God and put my full faith in Him. I've made new friends who have been inspired into sobriety with me, as well as coming to God themselves. My family started going to the church, new life has been brought in, and my new love for the Lord is strong as ever. I don't know what the rest of my life is to bring, but I know no matter what happens, I will approach from a place of love and growth through the Lord. I now want everyone to know God's love, and I have all the faith in the world that His will be done in time.
I love that. I can't wait for everyone to hear it. I think you're gonna touch a lot of people.